It looked like somebody was bent over and had their head in the window of the deer blind. It either heard me or smelt me, and he pulled his head out of the tent and stood straight up, and that shocked me. They don't make people that big.
The way it moved, almost as if it was gliding across the beach. I've never seen anything move like that in my life. They were screaming at each other in gibberish. It sounded like a language, and they were chuntering away back and forwards, back and forwards, back and forwards. I know what a bear looks like, and there is no way on this planet that what I saw were bears.
911, what are you reporting?
Jesus Christ, you better...
Sir?
Gio!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh.
My name is Maximus Decimus Meridius, Commander of the Armies of the North, General of the Felix Legions, and you are listening to Sasquatch Chronicles.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Thanks for being here tonight. Got a great show planned for you this evening. We're going to be chatting with Gary, and Gary comes to us from East Texas, and he spent over 18 years hunting in this one area in East Texas, and a lot of really weird things happened to him over the years, and it wasn't until he actually ran into the creatures that he kind of gave up hunting. A very fascinating guy to talk to, so I hope you guys enjoy the show tonight. I'm leaving on late Sunday, and I won't be back until the following Sunday, so there won't be any shows. I'll keep the blog going and be somewhat connected still, but I'm really looking forward to some time off. Before I bring Gary on, and before we retire the 20 facts you probably didn't know, let's play it one last time.
Here are 20 facts you probably did not know. Number 20. Everyone has a unique tongue print, just like fingerprints. Number 19. The Romans used to clean their teeth with urine. Apparently, it works.
That's pretty gross. That's actually a really gross fact. Where's my fact checker?
Ancient Romans used to use both human and animal urine as mouthwash in order to whiten their teeth. Our urine contains ammonia, a compound of nitrogen and hydrogen that is capable of acting as a cleansing agent.
Number 18. It costs the US almost twice as much to mint each penny and nickel as the coins are actually worth. Taxpayers lost over $100 million in 2013 just through the coins being made.
You know when you go in the gas station and they always have that sign that says coin shortage? Makes you wonder if there's actually a real coin shortage or if they just don't want to make any coins because it costs more money than what they're worth. Did I just crack the case?
Number 17. The top of the Eiffel Tower leans away from the sun as the metal facing the sun heats up and expands. It can move as much as 7 inches. Number 16. Canada eats more macaroni and cheese than any other nation in the world.
God bless Canada. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Number 15. It took the creator of the Rubik's Cube, Erno Rubik, 1 month to solve the cube after he created it. As of June 2018, the world record is 4.22 seconds. Number 14. Mexico's presidential palace is 14 times larger than the White House. Number 13. The wind is silent until it blows against something.
Kind of a weird fact that makes you think. I wanted to argue that, but I don't think that you can.
Number 12. Dead people can get goosebumps. Number 11. If you walk for 12 hours a day, it would take the average person 690 days to walk around the world. Number 10. Ice cream was once called cream ice. Number 9. 20% of all the oxygen you breathe is used by your brain. Number 8. Your feet typically produce a half a pint of sweat every single day. Number 7. While you sleep, you cannot smell anything. Number 6. The Nobel Peace Prize is named for Alfred Nobel, the inventor of dynamite. Number 5. Your nose is always visible to you. Your mind ignores it through a process called unconscious selective attention.
This one's kind of weird. Like, take a moment and just look at where your nose is at. You'll see your nose, and throughout the day, you rarely ever see your nose. It's really strange how our brains work.
Number 4. The most popular item at Walmart is bananas. They sell more bananas than any other single item they have in stock. Number 3. Sunsets on Mars are blue. Number 2. Without saliva, humans are unable to taste food. And number 1. Cookie Monster's real name is Sid. And there are the 20 facts you probably did not know.
And there it is. 20 facts you probably did not know before we retire that segment. I sure hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned something from it. Let's jump into it tonight. I want to welcome Gary to the show. Gary, thanks for coming on.
Nice to hear from you.
Yeah, it's nice to hear from you too as well, Gary. And I know you had several things happen to you kind of in East Texas. Is one area that you and your dad used to hunt. And it all started kind of back in the late 1990s, and it went on for a long time. If you would you kind of take us back to the first moment when you kind of noticed something wasn't right in this area, or kind of your first experience?
Okay, well, my place is up northwest of San Antonio, and it's, they call it the Edwards Plateau, the area, and I'm at the headwaters of the Frio River. You know, I always lived in Houston. It's about a 5 or 6 hour drive. It's like 350 miles up there, so it wasn't like I could run up there every weekend. But anyway, my first encounter was I went up there, got off work early on a Friday, and drove up there. And I got up there about 10:30 at night. And the way you got to my place, you come off the blacktop, and you had to go down a ridge, then down another ridge to get to my place. And the road went all the way down to the river where it got flat in the valley. So that was the only way to get in. I had to go downhill, then I'd hit a gravel road at the bottom of the river, and I'd have to make a big loop if I ever left and went back up the blacktop to get to the place, unless you had a 4-wheel drive vehicle, and I didn't. But anyhow, I went up there at 10:30 on a Friday, got there at 10:30 on a Friday night, and unloaded my stuff, sit on the porch for about an hour. It was around midnight, or right after midnight. And I drank a beer, sit there, looked around at the stars, and I was having pretty good time. So I went in there and laid down, and I always left the lantern burning hanging on the front porch. I'd turn it down about halfway and let it burn all night in case I had to go out and relieve myself. But anyway, I went in there and lay down about 15 minutes, and I had closed my eyes, but I wasn't asleep. I never did sleep very well up there. But anyway, the next thing I know, I hear a bam, bam on the side of the trailer. Of course, I jumped up freaking out, thought somebody was out there fixing to rob.